and together we are the Coaching Catalysts. We're both ICF accredited coaches, we're coach trainers for lead coach training organisations, and we're coach.
And we're just going to get started because for some reason there is a bit of a delay and a lag on that one, Sarah. Good morning.
Morning. Happy Monday. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. I've had a really good weekend actually this weekend. It's been busy. So I took the little one to gymnastics, did some admin, saw my brother, went bowling. I saw my sister-in-law for the first time in like over 10 years that she's been wrestle. Like that was an experience. I know I didn't tell you this, did I?
No.
I was watching wrestling, live wrestling. And my daughter was like, "Mummy, they're getting hurt." I was like, no, they're all fine. Then it was a great weekend.
Oh my goodness. Rebecca's had a great weekend. Good. So you're looking refreshed, looking ready for a new week. And it's a really exciting week, everybody, here at the Coaching Catalysts, because we opened doors to the Collective, our supervision service for coaches, offering supervision, learning and development, community and connection for coaches. So we are super excited because we have just started welcoming some wonderful new coaches to join our Coaching Collective family, as we like to call ourselves. Really exciting. So we've got a very special guest joining us today for this showcase. JoJo Graham is founder of the business The Simple Way. I think I've just said that wrong and she will correct me in a second. I'm sorry, I've just got mixed up. But JoJo is a wonderful entrepreneur who works with business owners to really help them to grow and develop their businesses. And we have been collaborating with JoJo through the course of this year in order to support her coaches. So we're going to introduce JoJo and learn more about her very inspiring business journey, and then learn more about how we have been supporting her and working together to really support her coaches through supervision. So without further ado, let's bring JoJo in.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. How are you?
Great, thank you. Really wonderful to have you. And I'm so sorry, my brain just went then, and I'm going to introduce you properly now because now I can see the text in front of me. This is JoJo Graham, founder of the Simple Business Academy. There, I've got that right now.
Yeah, you're forgiven because I did change it. I think it was Business the Simple Way when we started working together, so it's completely fine.
Thank you. The joys of perimenopause. Sometimes the brain just goes blank and there's no coming back from it. So thank you for your forgiveness. So JoJo, we'd just love you to, for those people watching today who don't know you, who are not aware of you, would really love you to just introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you, please.
Okay, gosh, when I get this question, I never know where to begin. But obviously, my name is JoJo Graham, and I've been a business coach and mentor for gosh, how long has it been now? 6-7 years. So my entrepreneurial journey started a little bit before that, when I started growing businesses and hosting personal development events in London. And it was one of those things where it was like a natural progression for me to step into becoming a business coach and mentor, because people would come up to me and ask me for support and would say to me, you should be a coach, you'd be a brilliant coach. And it took me a little while to really step into it. I think about 18 months I was like deliberating whether I should actually do it or not. And then it was 2017 that I really stepped into the role and started charging for my services, because I was doing it basically for free before. And so that's where it all began when it comes to what I do now. But as it's evolved, what I found was I had a lot of people coming to me to coach them to be a business coach as well. And over the period of the last 12 months to 2 years, I've been stepping into building a training academy, which is the Simple. That is where I now certify coaches to become a business coach and mentors. And with the help of Sarah and Rebecca, I've been able to add incredible value to that certification, because obviously with what they do is they have the supervision. So that's where our relationship kind of started as well. So that's it in a nutshell, I guess.
And I think it's really important as well. We get asked a lot about who we could recommend as business mentors, because we don't mentor necessarily in that way. Sometimes we might do a little bit of a hybrid in our coaching. And I really just want to shout out to the fact that you have studied and engaged in like business from right from the very beginning. So let's just talk just a little bit about that, because I think that adds so much credibility to what you do, and to the service that you provide. So what was your kind of background initially that led you into this?
So my background, I've got a business management degree, so I've always been into business. So when I left school, I went to study business management at a degree level. But what I found was, as much as I wanted to start a business, I didn't actually know what to do. And it was just so weird, because going to university for me was basically like a tick box exercise. So it was 2014 that I decided to leave my bank job, because I worked in a bank for 8.5 years. I left my bank job to pursue entrepreneurship. And what I came to realize was that I can go to university and I can study it for 3 years, but the real experience and the real knowledge is going to come from actually getting out there and doing it. And at that time, I didn't think that I'd be a business coach or mentor at all. I just wanted to build businesses because that was my passion, being an entrepreneur. And so for me, I think that because people would come to me for support and for help, I just thought, well, I have this knowledge because of being out there doing it rather than learning it. That is going to support me more so in being a mentor, because I've been there, I've done it. I can tell people, right, okay, if you do this, then you're going to get this result. And I think there is also a big difference between mentoring and coaching, because the mentoring comes from the experience, but then there's so much value in coaching as well. So over the period of the last 7 years being a business coach, anyone can be a coach. It's not a regulated industry, so you can step into it and you can just do it. But for me, it was important that I actually also studied it, got myself a certification, and actually learned how to do it properly as well, because I wanted to do myself justice as well, and also it helps with the credibility and things too. So that's why I think now it's so important for people, if they do want to be a business coach or mentor, that they are actually learning how to support a business with their strategies, because we can learn so much online. There's so much free information out there, but it's not necessarily the right information, and then we don't actually know how to support somebody else with that. So being able to teach people and show people a specific blueprint or a specific way of doing it, and giving them the tools to help a business strategize, is just really important to me. So yeah, that is how I kind of evolved as a business coach and mentor, because it wasn't one of those things where I just woke up one day and thought, I'm just going to give this a go. It's been like an intentional evolution.
Brilliant. It's great, JoJo, to hear that and to hear about your story, hear about the work that you've been doing. And it's very interesting for us as well, because very often we're asked, what's the distinction between mentoring and coaching? We're asked a lot by coaches, I'm not sure if I need a mentor right now. I'm not sure if I need a coach right now. And I think to sort of have brought those together and to be able to offer, to be able to wear those hats and dip into both of those things is actually really, really valuable. So as Rebecca said, absolutely, we would highly recommend you to anybody, starting business and to growing their business. I'd love to hear more now about your certification that you have created, which was where we came on board to help you. Tell us a little bit more about that program and where that started and where that is going.
Yeah, so that was again, it just came in the evolution of what I have been doing and growing, because I was very much supporting businesses. But when I had a lot of people come to me and ask them to coach them to be a business coach, it didn't sit well with me that I was just going to say, right, if you do X, Y, Z, you're going to go, you can just go and use it. I wanted them to have something that held some weight, so that they felt that they could go out there and be credible as well. And I think that having the blueprint is just so important as well. So with the certification that I developed, it is mostly teaching a person who wants to become a business coach or mentor, the strategies that they can use and take away to work with their clients, but also the support to actually grow their own business too. So it's 12 weeks altogether with this 10 modules, and then there is an assessment, and then there's a graduation. And we've only had one cohort so far. We're gearing up to the second cohort, which I'm so excited about. And then alongside that, with you at the Coaching Catalyst, we've also got the coaching supervision as well, which I hadn't thought about having. If I'm completely honest, I wasn't really sure if it was something that would, I didn't really know it would exist in this kind of setup, but I'm so glad that we had the conversation. It was about a year ago, I'd say, where Rebecca, you messaged me and you said, why don't you have this as well? And I just thought, this is just amazing, because it gives them the extra support, but the practice as well. And because I think so often we can go into a course or a program and we can learn what we need to learn, but then the actual how we get good at it is from the practice, and then having that safe space to do so as well. So yeah, that's been a really valuable part of the certification too. And so where it's going is it's going to be an annual thing, because I was going to launch it a couple of times a year, but I've decided that I'm going to bring on people who want to become certified every single year. So now I'm gearing up to the second launch, which, yeah, it's going to be super, super exciting.
And we've absolutely loved working with your students. And it says a lot about you and your ethics in business, your ethics in coaching and mentoring and training. Whenever we have a business that is really understood that there are other layers to supporting their cohorts, it really just shows a lot about how much you want them to grow and develop as well. And yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. I'm not even going to name all of them, and they know who they are, and they've done some showcases with us, and we'll make sure that we share those again. But it's really great to hear what's going on for them beneath the surface, the training, around the practicalities of being a coach mentor, and also just seeing that growth as well in terms of them personally and professionally. So we're really grateful, and I hope that it's like an indication to other businesses as well to really think about what that program of learning and support looks like, and where it can take the students as well as take the certification as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So you've invested in supervision for the cohort. What has been your noticing around them and the value that it's brought to them within the learning that you've been doing within the sessions, or also outside of that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is confidence, and having the confidence to not just, like I said, learn what they need to learn, but then have that practice to then actually think, I can do this, and they can take it away into the real world, which was just, I think that was probably the most important thing to me, is that they had that confidence to go out there and actually use it, because I didn't want it to be just another thing that they invested in that they didn't actually use, because that happens so often. So it's the confidence, and the students, they'd come to the sessions with me and they'd say that they had such a great session with you, and it would just make me feel so good. And not just the support that they got, but I felt so supported with having you two as well, because it's a big responsibility to teach someone and give them a certification. So having like extra support within it just made me feel so much better too. So yeah, it's the confidence that they got, but then also the support that I felt as well. Just yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh, that's really wonderful, Jojo. Thank you. And again, through supervision, offering those coaches or coaches in training the opportunity to have somewhere where they can take themselves as a coach, their identity, their professional development, any ethical issues that might be coming up for them, as well as having that opportunity in that space to be able to talk in a safe environment about well-being as a coach, because when we're in coaching, we're taking on other people's stuff, other people's energy. It's so important that we have somewhere safe, structured, confidential to take all of that. So thank you again. We've really, really enjoyed working with you and with your wonderful coaches.
Yeah, thank you. It's been amazing. And if anyone is considering working with you both, I would just say just do it, because they're going to feel so supported as well.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
So we're going to wrap up now. I was going to ask for one simple thing that people can take away from this, but thank you for adding that that recommendation, because I think it holds a lot of weight hearing it from other people and from people in different aspects of their work as well. So for those who want to get in contact with you, what's coming up? Obviously, we know the certification is coming up next year. Is it early next year?
Yeah.
How else can people connect?
Yeah, the launch is going to be towards the end of this year, so we're going to start in the new year. I guess the best place, I'm starting to do more on LinkedIn. I'm doing my best, because LinkedIn isn't my space. But if anyone wants to connect with me, Instagram is where I hang out most. So they can find me at I am JoJo Graham. And that's where I share everything that I'm up to. So we've got I've got a launch coming up for the Academy, which is my membership, where people can come in, business owners can come in to learn simple business trainings where they can grow the business. So that's not just for coaches, that's for any business. And then we've got the certification. I've got an event coming up, which I haven't shared yet. That's going to be announced in the next, where are we now? 6 weeks maybe? I don't know. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, I've got loads of things coming up. But the best thing to do is follow me on Instagram at I am JoJo Graham, and then hit the bell so then they don't miss anything. And yeah, I'll be sharing a lot over the next few weeks and months.
Oh,
exciting. Right.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, JoJo, it's been, as ever, such a pleasure to speak to you today. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. And yeah, for talking about the benefits that supervision has had for your coaches as well. Really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, JoJo. So for those who have just tuned in, please go back, rewatch this on the replay. Let us know what your takeaways are. Any questions that you have for JoJo, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I am sure that she will definitely get back to you, and we would love to connect with you also. So doors to our Coaching Catalyst Collective, which is our supervision service, which includes supervision monthly learning and development, monthly triads where you can practice your coaching, be coached, and also get feedback on your coaching. We've got 2 in-person meetups in London with other coaches as well. There is a wealth of support in the collective. Doors close this Friday at 3 p.m. and that's UK time. Feel free to click on the link, which is going to be in the comments, but also go to bit.ly/coaching-collective and let us know if you want to have a chat, because we have some spaces open for some exploratory calls this week. That's it for now, Sarah.
That's it for now, Rebecca. Thank you so much. If you're watching later on replay, give us a #replay. And as Rebecca said, let us know any questions or any takeaways that you're taking from watching this today. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you soon. We're going to be back again later today at lunchtime with another of our collective clients. So watch this space. It's going to be a busy week. You're going to hear lots from us this week. We've got lots and lots of wonderful people to speak to. Take care, everybody. Thank you.